Hi, my name is Stephanie Hubley and I'm the principal of Kearny Elementary School. When I came to the school, I started a social justice and equity committee because it's my belief that we need to be proactive about issues that are facing our children and issues of equity. And I think if we're neutral or not doing anything, then we're contributing to the problems that we see in our communities. When I brought forth this idea, there were about 10 staff members who were really eager to jump on board, and we created a quarterly project of sorts for our school community. And heading up our committee of social justice and equity is Maddie Harris, second grade teacher.
Hello, I'm Maddie Harris, and I'm the head of the Social Equity and Justice Committee here at Kearny Elementary.
I like the part when Amelia brought a picture of the house she really wanted. And when she was going home, she found a tree and it belonged to her, and the tree belonged to her. I am from Quiet. I am from Home with Love. I am from Colors. I am from Flowers, Grass, and Water. I am from a messy room. I'm from Nara. I am from Sojourner. I'm from trees and a lot of people. I see all her friends and her teacher and her drawing that she made.
El libro se trataba de una niña que se llamaba Amelia, que no le gustaban las carreteras que estaban derechas, que tenía curvas y de tierra.
Well, this book made me interested because it made me feel better about myself. Because this book is telling about a girl that she's always sad because she always goes to a Grand tree and then she doesn't like it and then she always moves. And the other thing is, it made me feel better because this story is about that she can feel better in a comfortable place where she can be. And the other point is because the story is teaching you a life matter about a lesson. And the lesson is going to be about, I think maybe be happy, I don't know. And I think that is the most part I like about the book is this part right here. That part is telling me that she found a place that she always liked to be. And I think that's it.
This is about an immigrant child who is a part of a migrant working family, and she feels that she has no home. and that she doesn't belong anymore because they're constantly moving from place to place following the harvest seasons. And her deepest desire is to have a home that is in one spot with a big tree. She even draws a picture of a big white house with blue shutters and a big tree. During one of her travels, and she's during an apple harvest, she goes to school, and typically the teachers don't even try to learn her name or get any sense of like who she is, but Mrs. Ramos actually made the effort to know her name and the other kids. And so she began to feel a space of belonging. And on the way home, on this great day where she finally feels like she belongs, she finds a tree that is kind of like the one that she draws in her picture. And this she comes back to while they're there, and she feels like she has a place to belong to and a place that belongs to her.
So what can you tell us a little bit about, and we had a few project components, the I Am From poems, the self-portraits, the me boxes. Can you tell us a little bit about each of these?
Sure. We had each student complete an I Am From poem because Amelia didn't even know where she came from. And so we sent home a survey for families, and they worked together to fill out some information based on where their ancestry comes from, when their family immigrated to America, what were some special traditions, and food and clothing and anything like that. From there, they wrote their poems. Each line started with I am from, and then they chose their two best to include in a self-portrait. These self-portraits we hung up across the school, side by side, to show that they're all connected, and they go from kindergarten to the cafeteria, down the hall, in the art room, in 3rd and 4th grade, all the way to 6th.
Amelia didn't like the roads, and every time her dad would pull up the map, she would start crying. Que Amelia no le gustaban las carreteras, y cada vez que su papá sacaba el mapa, empezaba a llorar.
Amelia se estuvo en una casa y se fue a la escuela y tuvo amigos y se sintió feliz porque ya se conocía su nombre. Ya entonces, cuando llegó de la casa, guardó todos sus recuerdos abajo, los enterró abajo de un árbol y se fue feliz, pensando sobre sus cosas y que todos sus compañeros de su marcha se supieran su nombre.
Okay, I'm Tashina Hart. I'm a 4th grade teacher here at Kearny Elementary, and I'm also part of the Social Justice and Equity Club teacher group. And our first project was Amelia's Road, and it was pretty awesome because it was a book that talked about migrant workers, and so then we connected our students' heritages and histories with that book, and they were able to tell their own stories about where they are from and what makes them them. And so it was a beautiful project, and if you walk through the halls, it's amazing to see all the self-portraits and pieces of poems that were published from this project.
So these are examples of the self-portraits where students drew themselves and often included things that were super important to them. These are the 2 lines they chose as the best from the I Am From poems.
And as far as creating these poems, can you tell a little bit about the Family Heritage Survey that went home as well?
So for the survey, it included questions such as where did your ancestors come from? As many did not come from America unless they were Native American. And then it also asked when they came. Some came 400 years ago, In my class, I had some come as early as last year. And then they also included questions about family traditions and food and culture, anything else that they wanted to tell us. So based off of this information, they were able to pull, they were able to include it into their I'm From poems, and these are the two examples of them. But the poems typically had 5 to 6 lines, and then they chose the best to include here. The me boxes they made after the one that Amelia had made. So they brought in a shoe box and they filled it with about 5 to 10 items that were super important to them. Many included family photos, drawings, little toys or trinkets, bracelets from when they were born in the hospital. And then they shared them with each other in the class to kind of bring awareness of where they come from and their self-identity.
So we ended up lining the hallways of our school with these I Am From poems because, we do have children here who are from many different backgrounds, and we wanted our school to just kind of pop with the stories of our students and where they're from.
Okay, this is my bean box, and I put a picture here of me when I was camping, and I decorated it with all the things I like and all the things that are important to me. Like, I like feathers, so I decorated my side with feathers, and I put a heart here, and this glitter is from my friend. She gave it to me, and so I decorated with things that were important to me. Inside, I have pictures of my family and me. I like skiing, so I put this in here. This is me and my bunny. This is a traditional Finnish food. It's called pulla. So I put that in there. Then this is me skiing. This is me, my sister, and my mom. One thing I have in common with Amelia is that me and her both like nature and trees because nature is important to me.